Right, Year 12, some students have asked about some of the challenge questions in exercise 5D. So I'm going to do questions 18 and 19. Let's have a look at them. Harrison, here's question 18. Harrison measured the angle of elevation to the top of the mountain as 28 degrees. He moved 140 metres closer to the mountain and measured the angle of elevation to the top of the mountain as 143. How far in a straight line is Harrison from the top of the mountain at his new position? Okay, well, let's draw ourselves a little diagram to represent that. Let that be the mountain. And we'll put the first angle of elevation here to the top of the mountain. There you go. And we know that that angle of elevation is 28 degrees, but we're not going to put it in yet. I'm just going to move Harrison along a bit. I said he moved 140 metres closer to the mountain. And then he had another angle of elevation. Now I'm just going to draw that line in, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm going to draw it in. Well, I do sort of need it. But... So we know that this angle is 28 degrees. We know this distance is 140 from that point to that point. And we know that this angle of elevation is 43 degrees. Well, let's start doing some maths here. Let's first work out that angle. We'll call it theta. Well, theta, because it's a straight line, equals 180 minus 43, which will give me 137 degrees. And now I'm just looking at the triangle that looks like this. If you can see this triangle. And what have I got? I've got 28 degrees, I've got 140, and I've got 137 degrees. And what do I need to find? I need to find how far in a straight line is Harrison from the top of the mountain at his new position. So I need to find this. Unfortunately, I'm going to need this angle. Well, that angle, alpha, is 180 minus 137 minus 28. And I go to my calculator for this one because I don't want to make a mistake. And I get 180 minus 137 minus 28. And I get 15 degrees. Now, why did I need that angle? I needed that angle because I'm going to use the sine rule. And I've got that angle and that side opposite, and that angle and that side opposite. So now let's use the sine rule now and work this all out. So x over sine 28 equals 140 over sine 15 degrees. So x equals sine 28 times 140 over sine 15. And sine 28 times 140 divided by sine 15, we get 253 metres, 0.94. And they want to the nearest metre, so x equals 254 metres. Let's have a look at the next one.